Hello everyone, we are from Group 4. We will do a question and answer about the article that we have made. The first section, question and answer, will be opened by Eka Erni Nurrokhmah. Then the next is me, Azky Shafa Salsabila. Then Rohmatul Khoiriyah, and the last one is Niken Putri Karindani. I will come to Eka Erni Nurrokhmah.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Eka Erni Nurrokhmah. In this occasion, for those who want to ask question related to my article, I'm welcome to raise your hand. Please. Thank you. Okay, Niken.
Okay, thank you, Eka. And here I want to give you a question. How the mechanism of this learning media based your article? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Niken. I have to the mechanism of this learning based on my article is first, the teachers make materials about additives or addictive substances in the QR generator application, then makes the QR code, and then download the barcode that has been created and make a picture of the types of additives and addictive substances, then make it on a card or picture, and then students are asked to describe the picture to find out its validity and further information about the material. Students are asked to scan the barcode with the QR generator application. The material will appear on each smartphone screen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eka.
And then the next question, please raise your hand. Okay, Azky.
Okay, thank you, Eka. I will ask you about what is the advantage and the weakness of the QR code in the generator application. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Azky. I will answer. And the advantage of QR code in QR generation application is one, time efficiency, because it makes the audience on or the students get information faster, and then the type of data stored by the QR code also varies from numbers, letter, and and then the print size for QR code is much smaller because QR code can store data both horizontally for code. QR code also stored vertically. And the last, the printouts of on the QR code are more resistant to damage, such as dust to tearing, and even the data in the QR code can still be read, even though some of the codes have been damaged or torn. And the weakness on QR generation application is still have to use a scanner to find out the content of the QR code. And then the quality of the scan depends on the sharpness of the scanner. And then the last is QR code is very difficult to read if the size is shrinking. Okay, thank you, Azky. I think it's enough.
Thank you, Eka.
And then, and the next question. Okay, Rohmatul Khoiriyah.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. How does QR code work? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ria. I will to answer. QR code worked by reading some of the component in the code box. The three large squares in each corner represent the code delimiter. QR code works by reading several components in the code box. The three large squares in each corner represent the code delimiter, while the smaller box is useful for measuring the size of the box. Some of the components that are in the middle of the code are time patterns, inform data, and version numbers. Okay, thank you all. I think it's enough. Thanks for your attention. Uh, Next session.
Uh, well, friends who will ask a question for me are welcome. You can raise hand first, then I will permit you to ask your question. Thank you. Okay, Niken, you can answer that.
Okay, thank you, Azky. I want to ask you, why isn't the game that you are going to develop can practice problem solving skill in the student? Thank you.
Okay, Niken, thank you for your question. I'll answer that the game that I'll develop is puzzles integrated. According to Wismat 2014, puzzle-based games can train students' problem-solving skills. It because with a puzzles integrated games, students can thinking harder in determining answer based on the clues. I think it's enough. So thank you. The next,
Thank you.
who will ask me? I see too. I'm sorry, guys. I have a bad signal. Okay, Rohmatul Khoiriyah, you can ask me, and I'll answer you. Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask to you, how important is problem solving ability for student? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rohmatul, for your question. This ability is very important for students, as stated by Taufik et al. 2012. Problem-solving ability is the main provision for students to face problem in life later. Can you hear my voice, friends?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's the answer from me. And the last who will ask me again. Okay, Eka Erni, tell me what's your question. I will answer.
Okay, thank you, Azky. My question for you is, you already explained about the advantage of this game, and then what about the weakness? Can you mention or explain it? Thank you.
Thank you, Eka, for your question. But I'm sorry because this is noise there. I'll answer your question. So far, I think that the weakness of this game is that it can only help one chapter. No more chapter can help by these games. Just that. Thank you.
Thank you, Azky.
Okay, let's move on to the next section. Is Rohmatul Khoiriyah. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we will next to third session. So my name is Rohmatul Khoiriyah. After watch my video, any question from you all? Please raise hand if you have a question. Okay, maybe the first is Azky.
Okay, thank you, Ria. I will ask you about why do you suggest to using this model to practice students' communication skills? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. I will answer it. I suggest to using this model to practice student communication skill because uh, the system of discussion with jigsaw model is there's objective in the expert group and the home group. By applying the model during the learning process, students actively collaborate and communicate in expert group and home group. It is intended to get meaningful learning and train student communication skill. Students are also encouraged to learn independently and are responsible for understanding their respective material and are expected to master the material very well. I think like this. Thank you, Azky.
Thank you, Rahmatul, for your answer.
Okay, the next question from Niken Putri Karindani.
Okay, thank you, Ria. Allow me to ask you, why did student communication skill need to be trained in science learning? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The student communication skill need to be trained in science learning because one of the important skill and must be mastered by student in science learning is communication skill. In the science learning process, students are required to read and also convey material in written and oral form. If in the learning process there is good communication between student and teacher, then learning activities will run smoothly. Not only that, the misconception experienced by student will decrease. I think like that. Thank you, Niken.
Thank you, Ria.
And the last question is from Eka.
Okay, thanks, Ria. My question is, what are disadvantages of applying the jigsaw model? Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your question. So the disadvantage of applying these jigsaw models include the first, students who have a lack of self-confidence will find it difficult to convey material to their friend. And the second, the crowded classroom condition makes students less their concentrate. And maybe the last, the teacher will need a long time for this learning process. Maybe it all. Thank you, Eka. I think it's enough. Thanks for your attention, guys. Okay, the next section is from Niken Putri Karindani. Time and place are welcome.
Okay, thank you, Ria. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, guys. From my article and the presentation that you have seen, maybe you want to be asked about my idea. You can raise hand or on mic. The first question from Eka. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Niken. Um, my question based on your article is, what are the weakness of this flash animation media? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. I will answer the weakness of this flash animation media. The learning time is long, especially for those who have never used graphic design software. The menu is not user-friendly. It requires a lot of tutorial reference. Programming language is a bit difficult. There is no template in it. The file says large, other than because Flash Media is a computer software used for the purpose of creating vector and also animate image that can move or not. So making animation 3D is quite difficult. For example, for graphic feature that are still not complete, the process for making 3D animation is also still quite difficult. So it takes patience from the user to produce more contemporary works. Thank you. I think like this. Thank you, Eka. Okay, the next question from Azky.
Okay, thank you, Niken. From your idea, what is the plan for the study of circulatory system material using this macromedia flash? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Azky. I will answer your question. My plan in this article in making flash media on the circulatory system material, I Adobe Flash will create various two-dimension animation and vector image using the action script programming language. Its purpose to give like animation effect to website, interactive video, and more. Some of the way can also be seen on YouTube or internet, such as start to create object according to the material, then assist with the available keyframe, which will more object according to program, comment, and so on. Then for media description in this article, because according to the application ability to create two-dimension media, and media will contain many aspects for menu, such as material, question, quiz, even video. Each speaker and presentation of the material will be give voice, explain then moving image or animation is give according to the material discussed. I like this. Thank you, Azky, for your question.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Niken, for your answer.
The last from Ria. Ria?
Okay, thank you, Niken. I will ask a question. How effective is the use of Flash media when it comes to online learning in junior high school?
Okay, thank you for your question, Ria. The use of macromedia flash in learning is very effective because this media use computer technology and several systems that have been designed practice. Then by using flash media, the duration of learning is also shorter. The teacher can reduce learning that is too verbal, such as explanation, which is repeat regarding the content of the lesson can be reduced, even removed, so he can focus on the important aspect other in the learning process. The teacher does need to write much on the blackboard, and yes, even not need to explain much. Moreover, because it use computer media, it is suitable when applied to online learning as this today, wherever and whenever possible. Not only that, this flash media is quite effective when viewed from the achievement of student learning outcome, who were able improve when the integration of the word and image as learning media can communication element of knowledge in a well-organized manner. I think like this from Ria. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Niken.
Okay, guys. I think enough from me. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Okay, I think it's enough for our question and answer section. So I thanks to everyone who listened to our group. See you guys. Bye. Stay healthy. Stay safe.